Let's focus. Determine and discuss topic of a text. Determine and discuss author's purpose. Use text features to preview text. Poetry is the center of the universe. By Naomi Shihab Nye. What has your experience with poetry been like? Do you have a favorite poem? Is there a poet you love to read? Poetry has the potential to make you think deeply and learn about the power of words. What do you think the poems we'll read today will be about? We Real Cool and If I Were in Charge of the World. So our desired result today, at the end of today's lesson, you should be able to determine and discuss the topic of a text, determine and discuss the author's purpose, use text features to preview text. As you read the poems today, think of a beautiful place that you love, like this one. This is a poem that I love, Poem, Hope, from Emily Dickinson. Hope is the thing with feathers. Hope is the thing with feathers that perches in the soul and sings the tune without the words and never stops at all. And sweetest in the gale is heard, and sore must be the storm that could abash the little bird that kept so many warm. I've heard it in the chillest land and on the strangest sea. Yet never in extremity it asked a crumb of me. What do you notice about this poem? I just love the beauty and the lyricism of it. I love the way the text is written and how it's put together. We're going to revisit our desired result. We're going to focus. If I Were in Charge of the World is the poem we're reading, and We Real Cool. We're going to think of the author's names and the author's purpose. Why were they writing these things? What do you think it's about? What are the huge ideas in it? And think about, are we in control of our lives? Why or why not? And to what degree do the choices we make as teens affect our future? Of course, I'm not a teen, but you're a teen. Poetry preview checklist. If I were in charge of the world and We Real Cool on pages 59 and 60, what clue does it provide in the poem for the title? For the pictures, what additional information is added here? Look at the margin information, the thing on the side. What vocabulary is important to understand in this poem? And then the form. What do you notice about the poem's length, shape, layout, and punctuation? And after reading the poems, write and tell me, or just say in your mind, what do you think about? If I Were in Charge of the World by Judith Schwartz. If I were in charge of the world, I'd cancel oatmeal, Monday mornings, allergy shots, and also Sarah Steinberg. If I were in charge of the world, there'd be brighter nightlights, healthier hamsters, and basketball baskets 48 inches lower. If I were in charge of the world, you wouldn't have lonely, you wouldn't have clean, you wouldn't have bedtimes, or don't punch your sister, you wouldn't even have sisters. If I were in charge of the world, a chocolate sundae with whipped cream and nuts would be a vegetable. All 007 movies would be G. And a person who sometimes forgot to brush and sometimes forgot to flush would still be allowed to be in charge of the world. Here's another poem, We Real Cool, for today by Gwendolyn Brooks. The pool player's 7 at the Golden Shovel. We real cool. We left school. We lurk late. We strike straight. We sing sin. We thin gin. We jazz June. We die soon.